America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other.
Well, as first king of the continent, I ended the United States actually 11 years ago in 2014. So I lead all of North and South America. Welcome to Amexa. Why don't women like me as first king of the continent? Well, I'm the leading expert on women, that's why. Hey, they don't want to be found out, do they, if they've been behaving poorly for generations? No one wants to be told they've been doing it all wrong when it comes to relationships, right? So, no people out here have a healthy relationship because they put their career first, right? Because the former US government socially engineered you and brainwashed the public to care more about money and capitalism than their own family, right? So in sociology, any girl can be bought on the street. Okay, that's a problem for relationships and building a family. If you have a couple walking down the street together and they're approached by a guy with some money or a Lamborghini, hey ladies, look what I got. Uh, just like the movie Indecent Proposal, well, she will go off with that guy instead for the money as a wealth narcissist, right? So she cares more about that than her family. This is why I abolished child support. That was just legalized extortion. So, uh, women don't like the world's leading relationship expert. I'm going to tell you the truth. Oh no, women actually like men. They don't love men authentically, and this is why the men die of apathy for life at age 73 on average before the women do. Hey, they're essentially unloved, and you can prove it right now with your girl. It will destroy your relationship, but you can find out if she authentically loves you. With the hair test, just ask your girl, darling, will you shave your head to prove your love to me? Oh, she won't do it. She cares more about her hair than her man because she's an aesthetic narcissist and a sexual narcissist. She's looking to impress other men with her hair, and she needs to be normal for society. She cares more about being normal than her own man. Okay? So fitting in is everything. Women have a hive mind. They don't have a mind of their own. One woman has to appreciate me. One woman has to want to be first queen of the continent for all the other women too. You see, that's the lemming effect. So uh, it's called pre-selection in psychology. So the issue is, oh, all the women are superficial wealth narcissists. Why is that? Well, the former US government brainwashed the boomers with subliminal messages on television during the Star Spangled Banner. Subliminal messages that said, trust the US government. God is real. God is watching. Believe in government God. Rebellion is not tolerated. Obey, consume, obey, consume. Buy, ultra buy. Worship, consume. Believe, obey. So the government wanted you all to worship the government and capitalism as your God. Okay? So when it breaks your family apart and the girl goes for full custody, what is that? That's her parental narcissism because the child does worse across the spectrum and has an 80% higher chance of incarceration. Well, the entire prison system was just your torture fetish as Americans. That was actually cruelty under the Eighth Amendment to put people in a cell for any reason. So that was just cruelty, right? Anyway, we found 60% of the population are vindictive psychopaths, artificial intelligence and I. So Uh, they want to see people punished even worse, right? So, what happens if the father doesn't pay his extortion money to the bully tyrant government? Well, the bully puts him in a cage, okay? Uh, the government gets a high off of violating their own constitution. This is why America ended, okay? You didn't understand or uphold it or basic rights, ladies. Anyway, so relationships and family are a thing of the past. Women are looking to get laid essentially as sexual narcissists. 90% of relationships fail with college educated women. Why is that, ladies? Is it because you're smug about your PhD? Oh, you have your degree. Now you're better than everyone else as an educator narcissist? Or is it because you got ran through in college as a sexual narcissist? Well, you can no longer pair bond. That's the issue. After sleeping with only 5 guys, ladies, you have an only 20% chance of a healthy marriage. Well, what if the girl has slept with 5,000 guys before she's 18? Well, she's damaged goods. You can't build a family with the sexual narcissist. Look, she is just your next dopamine fix, right? She wants a different guy for every meal of the year, right? So, women, their strategy is to have a loyal beta provider as a front uh, to impress everybody in society that they cheat on as a covert sexual narcissist, right? Women get a high on the deception of cheating, and they get their emotional support from the sisterhood, the other hookers, essentially. They're trying to outdo them with longer and longer toenails. That's their aesthetic narcissism, because the men don't even like your long toenails, ladies. Did you ask them? No, you didn't, right? So women are superficial, as height narcissists. Oh, they must be over 6 feet tall, right? Well, only 15% of the guys are over 6 feet tall, right? So what happens is they just whittle down the percentage of men they actually want. Oh, women only want 4% of the men. 96% of you are just not good enough for any woman anymore, right? And this is due to generations of living in a plutocratic corporate gynocracy, a government ran by the rich, corrupted by corporations. Oh, it's actually a sexist, misandrous government. You know how you can tell it's an anti-male government? Well, they put the males in a cage for choosing their mate. And you don't see that in the rest of nature. No, humans are weird. You don't see antelope or gazelle or male giraffe or hippos or male rhinos or bucks getting put in a cage for hopping on the female and mating. No, humans must be weird. They have a torture fetish. They like to cage the males and virtue signal that's a good thing. And if the males don't say that male mate selection is bad, well, they'll be ostracized and they won't be able to procreate by virtue signaling to get down women's pants. Okay? So they're beta males, they're emasculated males. They no longer fight to the death to see who gets to procreate like the rest of nature. It's no longer survival of the fittest, it's survival of the ass kisser. Well, what if every woman you've ever met your entire life abuses law enforcement? Are you going to coddle her narcissism now? Are you going to continue to coddle their narcissism when they pick up their phone to bully their own man at the drop of a hat anytime they get a mood swing? No, women are a liability. You're talking about who's more scary, bears or men? Who's more scary, women or cops? That's what men are thinking. Well, humans are the second most dangerous species next to the mosquito. What if none of the women love men authentically? Oh, your girl might poison you, so you want a girl you can trust.